Don't even hear it. Don't hear it.
Hey.
I like this. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. Albert Einstein. Well, too bad, because we're a bunch of stupid people here. Welcome, everyone, to the Chill Tech Podcast, Episode 7. With me today, I don't have my host, Grant. I can't find Grant. If someone sees Grant, find Grant. We cannot find Grant. He's missing in action. But I still have my experts, and with me, I have my veteran expert, Matt, also known as Classic Snoots on the internet. What's going on, Matt?
I'm well enough. How are you?
I'm doing well. And also, Matt, I want to say that not only are you Classic Snoots on the internet, but, Matt, you are the person that makes people rage quit in real life since 2010. Matthew, everyone.
I got that internet haterade, and I have a big enough bottle for everybody.
Oh, man.
That is true, dude. And also with me on the other side, I have with us the resident Apple Tech. We have Carlo Navarro. Yep.
What's good, everyone? Pleasure being here.
And it's a pleasure having you here, guys. So today's podcast, this is like a super dorked out podcast today, because today's like everything I think that I like in today's podcast, which happens to be everything you guys like today too. So this is going to be fun. It's funny how the day we have a really awesome set of topics, no one's here.
Of course. You know what? I'm not super worried about it, though, because we definitely got the brain trust up in here right now. Minus Grant. Grant brings a level of seriousness that I feel like we just incapable of doing.
I know, right?
Not very chill tech.
It was actually really funny that having Grant not here, we're going to go over by 3 hours. So serious.
No, don't worry. I'm gonna keep us on time because there's a bar with my name on it, and by bar I mean ice cream bar.
Yeah, ice cream bar. Okay.
In the spirit of professionality, would one of you be kind enough to send me the outline for?
Yes.
No, seriously, send that.
Yes, I will be happy to. So, how's everyone's day going on? Oh, not even day. How's everyone's week going on?
Man, it's been going good. Chill week. Been doing what I gotta do. Farther than the rest of them.
Man, I wish I could say the same. What about you, Matt?
It's going. I'm on a job down south, and I always remember coming down south that there's good cooking, gorgeous women, and a lot of racist people. And it's not like people up north aren't racist, but down here they're really honest about it. And if you haven't been there in a while,
you gotta love them for it, though.
You gotta yeah, exactly. Like you go up to New York and it's all hipster, like, oh no man, accept every culture. Like, oh god, there's a black guy, like lock the door. Like, but down here they're like, hey, there's a black guy. You got your gun? And you're like, no, but at least you're honest about it. Like, not that I agree with it, but like I can appreciate the fact that you warned me ahead of time, so I'm ready for that comment you're gonna make the first time there's an Allstate commercial on the TV. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm serious. That's Richmond, all right? Welcome to
yes.
This is going to be a good show today.
This is going to be a great show today. So, yesterday was Earth Day. And today's icebreaker we're going to do is, what are some ways that people can use technology to be more green? Mainly us, because, we don't use anything.
I got one. I got a way you can be green with technology. That's don't buy technology. Don't get involved. Write a letter on recycled paper, and then don't mail it because there's going to be a combustion engine involved. Like, it was a funny topic though when you think about it. There's really no way to be green anymore. I mean, you can I don't know. You can buy this and that. You can pretend to be green, but at the end of the day, we're just a wasteful society. Like we burn everything. But it's an interesting topic. How do you respect the earth and still have all the Google goodness?
Right. Well, I feel like Google, compared to most companies, Google probably does it the cleanest. Not clean free, but the cleanest.
Right.
No,
I don't know, man. I gotta be look.
Project Loom. I mean, besides the fact that they're littering
The air.
balloons in outer space.
I'm just gonna say you're just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. I mean, like, yeah, you can we can all feel good about it, like, oh, carbon offset, but like, at the end of the day, man, everything we do as humans
leaves a footprint.
Messes something up. Yeah, like we're always doing it. That's why I don't know. That's my view though, and that's my uninformed view. So I'm not saying that like there's no right answer. I just don't think we got it.
So depressing.
I'm not a joyful person.
That is.
If you want happy, don't come here.
What? What?
What's your green technology?
Me?
Yeah, man. How do you offset the evil?
The way I offset the evil is everything I do when it comes to signatures. I use e-signatures for PDF signing with like styluses and stuff. I hate paper. I honestly hate paper. I hate paper.
You know what's ironic? Paper is actually greener than pretty much any other communication medium. And I know that seems counterintuitive, but like the best example is the Prius. You got these people that like buy up that Prius because like, oh, I want to help the Earth. Those batteries go bad every 6 years. Those are nickel cadmium batteries. The petroleum input it takes to make that battery
out of you.
I'm just saying, like there is no good solution, man. We really are just rearranging.
There's like a super hippie watching the show today who's like spamming. I'm gonna check the comments because we have to have some type of comment right now because anyone who's like a green, anyone who's super green.
Nobody.
No one's watching, dude. No one cares. It's us three. Like
I know, right?
And then even Jane Dingo is not here, and now we can't. Hey, right? Can you
I missed it, man.
Oh, never mind. I got this. I can technology.
Do you have any? You have any green technology?
No, not really. The only thing I do is paperless with bills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like, I don't really care. Let my kids deal with it.
At least you're honest.
All right, you belong in Richmond.
Hey,
all
man,
right, so yo, let's go ahead and start off some tech news. Yo, so we have here is in fact, it's not even tech news because all I'm talking about today is Google Fi. Google Fi. First of all, I want to get the pronunciation of this correct on camera.
Fi.
Google Fi.
Is it Fi? I feel like it's Fi. But some people say Fi.
If it was Fi, it would be EE.
Is it? Well, think about it. Philip calls Fios.
Look. Philip is never a good reason to do blank. And I do mean that, like anything. It's like, oh, Philip says that? Cool. Like, whatever. I know he's not here. If he was here, I'd say the same thing. Like, he's not a good reason to ever do anything. Like,
this is the second week in a row you've been throwing shots at him.
I know, right?
Where is he?
He needs to get on the show and defend himself, man.
I need to defend himself.
I like to see that you got that orange Gatorade, though, Carlo, because there's only one flavor of Gatorade in my book.
It's
green.
Orange. No, it's green.
It's
green.
It's purple. It's purple.
First of all, you stay over there. No.
Purple. Way to fight that stereotype, Javon. Is that lipstick?
Right.
Who saw that video about the two roommates fighting about Android and Apple?
Oh, dude, yeah. They stabbed each other.
First of all,
when I saw that video,
we all know who stabbed first. We all know who stabbed first, though.
iOS, dude.
I know, right? Dude. All right. They're like, we did it first. Android's like, we did it better. He's like,
as soon as I saw that video, I texted Javon. I was like, this is why we won't be able to ever live together.
Dude, when that happened, I texted Javon and I was like, or I was on Hangouts and I was like, you know that the Android dude's bottle was more ergonomic and it was probably a little bit sharper than the other guy.
Everything about his knife was so much more better than iOS's guy.
Or no, it's just a little bit better. Let's be real, Javon. Let's be real right now. Honestly, Apple versus everybody else, we're just a little bit better. We are better. But it's like not that much. You know what I mean? We're not that much better, but we are better.
We're really good at being just a little bit better.
Android, just a little bit better.
Right? Just a little bit. Not by much, just a little bit. So, Google Fi is out, guys. This is like the best news, I think, all week. Because I had a crappy week. So this is the highlight of my week. Highlight of my week right here.
I had a movie on, or I had an update on iMovie. That was pretty good.
Update on iMovie. Boo.
No,
Yo, so Google fee. That's it. Drop the mic. Podcast over. All right, and button. Right.
Why would it be fee at all? What in the English language leads you to think that an I says
all right,
E?
all right. And that little like do ra mi la sol la ti do thing, is fee in there? Is there a fee in there? I feel like there is a fee in there.
Do re mi la so fa.
Fa.
No,
Not
not
the
in there.
FA. No. Okay,
Literally nowhere in there.
Boo! Wow! Womp womp. All right. So Google is now an MVNO carrier. So out of the
We drop
four
that
major
definition
carriers,
of what an MVNO is, just to make it clear for everybody else. That's a mobile virtual network operator, which is a bunch of words to say you're going to piggyback. And I'm going to break down here for a second, Javon, and shout out to Hacker News explaining everything in the world to me. MVNOs, basically, they buy up the extra time or the extra bandwidth on a regular network. So let's say T-Mobile users in any given city, we'll call it City X, is basically City X uses 70% of the T-Mobile network. That means they have 30% of the network that's not doing anything, but they've already paid for that fiber and they're paying for that bandwidth. So an MVNO comes in and they buy shares or buy time on that extra little piece. So like there was a really great argument on HN about where's the profit incentive for Sprint and T-Mobile, the two networks that are actually making Fi possible. Where's the profit incentive? It's the fact that they get to use all this fiber that they're building, trying to compete with Verizon, who is hands down the fiber network in North America. They have more.
and AT&T. I think
AT&T's got the undersea cables and they got the legacy hardware. But right now, at least in North America, Verizon is destroying everybody in terms of towers.
Yeah. In terms of towers,
because they've got
overall wide connection.
Right. Yeah. So like that's what MVNOs are, and there's a number of them too. I think there's like 23 major MVNOs in North America.
Actually, Walmart's a pretty big one.
Yes, they are. And they're getting bigger and bigger. And I wish Jane Dingo was here because she's about to go into a Walmart contract, which we can ask her about in a week or two. Yeah. I wanted to jump to Fi, but this brings up one of question number 4 on the breakdown. What phones can do it?
And unfortunately, there's only one phone right now that is capable of using this.
Oh, Nexus.
Which is BS, dude. It's BS.
It's not BS because they knew about this since the Nexus 6 was released. The whole point was to get everyone on a Nexus phone. Like, remember how everyone said...
I'm on a Nexus phone.
Okay, everyone on a new Nexus phone. On a new Nexus phone. All right, check this out, right? Remember how everyone kept saying that, we want to... Nexus is just reference hardware for other carriers and blah, blah, blah. And our Nexus software is just a standard for everyone else. I'm telling you, Google is changing the image of Nexus. They're putting a premium price tag on it because they want it to sell like a premium phone. They're giving it premium treatment, obviously with being able to use Google Fi out the box. Of course, they have more control over that phone than any other phone for 2 reasons. One, when they had Motorola in-house, I'm sure this was something they talked about for a long time. So there was a deeper connection between Motorola that compares to LG with the Nexus 5. So I feel like there was a lot of Google-ish things that were happening that the Nexus 6 screams all Google. It screams super Google, and except for the price tag.
I'm gonna say I disagree though.
Except for the price tag.
The Google in my mind is trim, and it's functional, and it's cheap. Like that, in my head, that's what Google is. Google is that option for those of us that don't want to spend $600 to get a device, Right. And that's why the Nexus 5, like when I read everything about it, I had the Droid X2 for so long because Motorola makes the best handsets, hands down. And I'll take that, Kaon, if you want to jump in on that one. But like, I seriously, hands down, man. Like Motorola makes the best handsets.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I love that Google bought them, and when they sold them, it broke my heart because those guys know what's up, even if they don't have the money to do it. This Nexus 6 thing, I don't know, man.
But think about it, right? Why does Motorola make the best hardware? And it goes right in hand with what Google Fi is all about, and that's because they have top of the line audio, when it comes to their microphones, ports, and also comes to their speaker output. So there's just the whole and the radio bands. They've been doing Motorola's making phones for how long now? Since
the Razor.
It's like 1935.
Yeah, 19 like something, right? 1940.
That's all I can remember.
Yeah, 1940.
It's like, that's why Germany went to war. Is they couldn't get Motorola, and they were
exactly. They're like,
let's kill a bunch of people. I think that's how that happened.
I'm pretty sure. I'll go check Wikipedia and make sure. Double check.
That's the only way to know the truth.
Most reliable source out there.
It's the only source that I quote.
So, but in all seriousness, though, I think this is a good thing for Nexus 6 owners. If you have an unlocked Nexus 6, a lot of people are saying you can take a T-Mobile, sorry, an unlocked Nexus 6 or a T-Mobile Nexus 6. The Sprint Nexus 6 does not work with the Google Fi. I don't know why. I think it was something about the bands and the.
I feel like eventually they're going to change that, though.
Javon, we got to stop right now.
Oh, Javon's frozen.
Doesn't work either. I'm frozen.
It's not Google
you're
Fi.
You're good.
It's not Google Fi.
Did I say Fi? Did I say Fi?
You said Fi because you believe it in your heart, and I want to change that. Like I want to change it, but I can't.
I do.
Because I know that you can't change someone. No one can change anybody else. People have to change themselves. And so I'm asking you, I'm begging you, read that I for what it is. It's there. You don't call it Wi-Fi. You don't say the Wi-Fi is slow.
I do.
Hey, I do.
But ironically, I want to throw this out there. It's not in our lineup, but actually it is. It's what's the end game? And again, I'm just stealing from Hacker News here, but they want to buy T-Mobile or Sprint, so they're going to buy up all the extra space as an MVNO. Mm-hmm. They're gonna force the market price down, which is what they're gonna do because their prices are super competitive. You got a lot of people splitting hairs right now, but the fact of the matter is that $20 plus 10 per gigabyte, that's competitive as heck.
Not to mention, you get your money back on anything that you don't use.
Yeah,
which is why it's actually
like that too.
They're saying 10 per gig. What they should say is 10 per 100 meg. Because however megabytes you don't use, that's how much money you get back. Otherwise, by using gig, you just drop into a decimal, and for some reason, people are scared of decimals. But
right.
So let's say they do this, and let's say people jump onto it. What's the end game? They're losing money on this, and they're not building anything, and it's in direct competition with Google Fiber. My vote, and this is again, I'm just stealing from someone else here. They are going to see who cracks first, T-Mobile or Sprint, and then they're going to buy one of them. They're going to absorb them. And that's going to be their Wi-Fi network and their cell phone company. You think so?
Yeah,
I think so too. That's where my money is too. But I don't know, man.
Sprint's way too established. I feel like
they're definitely a household name.
You guys forget that T-Mobile overtook Sprint as number 3 a few months ago. So you have to remember, T-Mobile, they're already doing crazy things in mobile with their uncarrier stuff. T-Mobile, and not to mention, even with this whole Google Fi thing, the only other carrier that's more competitive than Google Fi, the only other carrier that's more competitive than Google Fi is T-Mobile. You know?
You think so?
I have here a breakdown chart of who offers, the pricing on what.
Can you bump into the chat, our chat?
I'm going to send it to you guys. Let me send you guys little deals. And... yeah, like I said, Google doing some great things competitively, and if you have a Nexus 6, this to me is a no-brainer. But if you don't have Nexus 6, it still shows you how important T-Mobile is just into getting accurate pricing. And where is this thing at? I think I need to expand.
I was ready to jump, and then I realized that my Nexus 5 was not good enough for Google, which kind of hurt.
So, question.
It's going to be for 3 years.
Is it possible to make the Nexus 5 compatible with this?
No.
I got it.
Is it because of hardware?
I highly doubt. I think it's a hardware switch because they have a piece of technology in there what makes it super competitive. This is what makes Google Fi so cool. Is that when you're talking on the phone and you're having a conversation, let's say on your house network using Wi-Fi calling, right? Because Google, even though they're pushing you with this 10 gigabytes thing, unlike AT&T, T-Mobile, and everyone else, they don't care if you use your data or not. They want you to be using the Nexus 6. So,
exactly.
They have the Wi-Fi calling, and you're like, hey, I'm talking about blah, 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 blah. Oh, let me step outside, and you lose your Wi-Fi connection, you automatically switch over to the best available network without dropping calls.
and that's what they're really, I guess, like, I guess that's their main selling point is the transition from Wi-Fi to seamlessly.
Yeah, it's to be continuously connected at all times.
Like how smoothly, I meant.
Yeah,
That's how,
yeah. Smooth transition, you're always connected. Another feature they have is having that open Wi-Fi's. A lot of people are, saying, oh, open Wi-Fi is dangerous, be careful that if you're using open Wi-Fi. But actually, Google, you're using a special technology built into their phone that gives it a automatic VPN-like security connection. So even though you're using open Wi-Fi, you're still secure or secure enough to be able to do things freely on the open Wi-Fi.
Wait, I gotta throw this out there that every telco does that. Whenever you're on your data network, you're basically using a VPN. Like in terms of data. Now, someone can scrape you if they try really hard, but if you are not using a Wi-Fi, if you're using your data connection, you're and I'm going to say this, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who shoot this down, but you're as secure as a VPN. So what is Google offering that's different than any other data connection?
Is if you're on any open Wi-Fi.
That's interesting. I'd want to look at that, and by look at that I mean have smarter people tell me what to think. But like.
So let's look here real quick at the prices real quick. I want to go over the breakdown.
The prices are good.
Yeah. So we have Project Fi, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, Boost, Cricket, and Metro PCS, which is technically part of T-Mobile because they're not the same company.
Wasn't
Cricket and AT&T are technically the same company also.
Not Cricket. Metro, isn't that part of Sprint?
Metro PCS, no,
yeah,
they used to be, but they work on the T-Mobile network now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Boost works under Sprint. It's honestly a bunch of jibber jabbers.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's trying to get everyone to be able to use all this bandwidth up. So when it comes down to the price breakdown, Google Fi and Metro PCS and T-Mobile with their monthly fee in terms of the minimum you can pay is $30. T-Mobile's $50. And the next competitive is Metro PCS and Boost. But who wants to use Boost?
Just for full disclosure, there is a $30 T-Mobile plan, but it's only available through Walmart. And
exactly.
It's billed as Walmart's plan, but that is a T-Mobile prepaid plan.
Right.
I'm on the cheapest T-Mobile plan right now. T-Mobile plan that actually makes sense, and that's $70. And like I know there are cheaper ones, but not for someone that's streaming internet videos to their cell. We'll say so, like, it's. But right now, so let's call 70. Let's just for the sake of argument, we'll call 60 the bottom line. Do you think Google will be able to drive everyone lower than 60? Because Verizon's like 90.
Yes.
And see, I feel like that's where what you were talking about earlier. They're gonna be able to buy them out just like that.
Well, that's what they want, right? That seems like the end game. Which this makes Loon a lot more than just like a science project. Like before, it's kind of a science project, and it helps the developing world. Now, the idea of having windows of like internet just crossing the globe is going to make a lot more sense. Although there's some really cool satellite options going on right now. I don't have any of it up in front of me, but there are companies that are providing satellite internet. Not to get too nerdy here, but most satellite internet comes from geosynchronous orbit, which is really high. Vonage uses it. I'm not going to say I know. I don't really know how Vonage's network works, but I am very familiar with HughesNet, which if anyone's ever dealt with HughesNet, it's awful.
Yeah,
oh my God, it's awful.
They even say in the commercial, like if you have, like what were they saying? Like if you have a view of the southern hemisphere or something like that.
HughesNet is so bad. It's basically sharing a router with 5,000 people. Like, okay, but the problem with HughesNet is that they orbit their satellites really high up in orbit. It's called high Earth orbit. There's a lot of companies now that are putting satellites up in low Earth orbit. So for a lot of people that won't matter, that like change in millisecond, but what it means is that you have way less latency on the network. As more and more constellations or groups of satellites go up, satellite internet is going to be a lot more attractive. And you have two major companies competing for that right now, the names of which I can't remember. Elon Musk is behind one, and then Virgin dude, Branson's behind the other. And that's a good thing. It's good to have competition. But Google's going to jump in on that. They're sticking with their balloons for now. And I think that's actually pretty smart, like to stay with their own kind of unique thing. But I don't know. We'll see, man. And we all win. At the end of the day, when these companies fight, we win. So, like, as users anyway. So, like, it's good for now. We'll see where it all shakes out, though.
So my good friend Christian in the comments, he said, Javon, say fee one more time. So fee. Google fee.
I love the hatred that I engender. All right.
Hey.
No, but you make a great point, and that also goes down into the international availability of Google Fi. Is that Google is also trying to allow people to use international texting. They're saying it's going to be available in 120 different countries. So, and it's going to be expanding, like you said. If Loom takes off to be what we expect Loom to be, this can be a big deal inside of our. I won't say big deal for us, but it'll be a big deal for Google to take Google Fi into a more profitable project, and rather than just something that they do for fun, which a lot of things Google does, they do for fun.
They don't do anything for fun.
Is Matt frozen there?
Every move is planned out. That's what's so creepy about it. It's like you see Google do something, you think it's silly, but they got a reason for it. Like they know what they're doing. Like, and that's kind of scary, but I like it.
Google's a bad guy. They're trying to take over the world, and Apple's here to stop them every step of the way.
Apple's here. Apple will get destroyed like every other company.
Apple is a hero.
It's like Nazi Germany propaganda. It's like the evil Winston Churchill is trying to take over Europe. But don't worry, Germany's here to stop them.
Oh!
Yeah, I just compared Apple to Nazi Germany. What you gonna do about it?
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Interview after the podcast.
When I have any of that.
If Apple is Nazi Germany, then Google is Stalin's Russia.
The SS will take care of you after the podcast.
Okay. So who's,
yes,
who's the US?
those are the geniuses, dude. The geniuses of the Gestapo. All right, we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to keep talking about Google Fi.
Javon.
That's right. Google Fi.
Javon, is it for you? It's Google Fi for you, bro.
Honestly, is it for me?
Yeah.
If I had a Nexus 6 right now, well, I have a Nexus 6 right now, so yes, so I guess technically it's for me. But
all right, if you didn't have a Nexus 6,
getting a bill because it's involved. If I didn't have a Nexus 6, is it for me?
No, that's the problem, though.
Yes.
The answer is no. The answer is no. It's not for anyone without a Nexus 6.
Yes.
Period.
Would you go out and buy a Nexus 6 when you just bought a new, whatever phone you decide to get, like an LG, Samsung, whatever?
That's a hell to the no, dude.
If I was on Verizon, then yes, I would. I would. If I was on Verizon, I would.
Wait. So you're saying
whatever it costs
like $180 to $200 to switch just to get Google Fi? I almost said free.
That's almost as bad as an Apple fanboy, Javon.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
No.
I gotta call you out here, Javon. I love Google, but you're pushing it.
Not. I have reason. I have reason behind it. Here's why. All right. So on your monthly bill, right? There's no such thing as getting anything back from Verizon. Verizon is trying to push more data down your throat at an extremely higher cost. Extremely high, almost double the amount.
Look at the service.
Verizon, for example. So the Verizon, people understand. Service doesn't mean that you have 4G LTE all over the place. Verizon still has 2G and 3G place in certain areas, and they have dead zones in certain spots too. I had Verizon for 2 years. I've been for sure.
Yeah, I've been through all of them. Verizon.
Exactly. I've been carrying it too.
No, Verizon's the best network in North America, hands down. Or not even North America, the United States. Hands down, Verizon has the best coverage and the best carry. And you can't argue with that. They
have the best coverage ever.
And they know that, so the price
is dollars into their fiber.
The price matches accordingly.
The price is
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go that far. But the price matches.
They know, so that's why they.
Verizon's coverage is a bit better than everyone else's.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump back to high school here. If you have the best supply, you can charge whatever you want. Like that's what it really comes down to.
No, I can't stand it because you know why? Here's why, right? It's like when OtterBox first came out with their case.
Dude, OtterBox.
And everyone was like, "This is like the most protective, solid case." Right? Exactly. The color OtterBox is the best case ever, right?
Actually,
but then,
I used to get it for free.
Who was it? Poetic Defender. A Poetic Defender and an ICPO does it make the same exact case at the same exact materials and charge half the price because it doesn't cost nowhere near the charge to make it, and everyone buying their stuff more. That's what it is. People think that just because they came up with something first, or that they have it slightly better than everyone else, you can charge a ridiculous amount of money. But that's not the case. It shouldn't be like that.
All
But
right.
bottom line, yes, everyone should buy Nexus 6 and have Google Fi.
No.
Yes.
No.
Just get Google tattooed on that forehead, man. Just get it. Just get it.
I
forehead
would
and wrist.
if my woman wouldn't leave me. Oh, this guy.
Look, I got
this
you right
guy.
here, man.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
You love Google?
Come
Put
with the
your
market
money
of-
where your mouth is.
All right.
Mark of the Google.
Okay, moving
I
on.
can hear you, but I can't see.
Me?
Or me.
No, Matt.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
you, Matt.
I'm down south, man. The internet here is run by a hamster on a wheel and
And
like two
hamsters.
donkeys on like a mill. Okay, so we
Yeah,
jump.
man.
Can you hear me at least?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I can
We're
hear
gonna
you.
jump
I can hear you.
into Black Ops 3, which this is all you guys. 'Cause I got no time for it, man. I don't.
Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about this.
So before,
Look,
before
I play Airsoft, dude. That's my cops, and it's better than the video game because I get to watch the kids cry, and I never got that with online gaming. Like I could hear them cry, but I wanted to see them cry. You know what I mean? I want to see someone lose to me. I need that in real life. So like, I don't know. The last one I played was Modern Warfare 2, and that was
The best one ever.
Pinnacle game for me, man. I don't know how you could go anywhere else from there. It was just so good. It was so.
360 quick scopes.
Oh my God. It was so ridiculous being able to snipe people with the M4 over iron because you knew the map, not because you could see your target. Being able to drop bullets
Search and
in on people's
destroy.
head.
Right at that little
Dude, the
spot.
hatred, the hatred of those little 12-year-olds.
This is like.
Call me.
Oh my goodness
Call me
gracious!
all kinds of names.
You guys are lucky in the game for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. Anyway, before we jump into Black Ops, let's first go over our Steam sales for the week. All right. So for Steam, nothing's good. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's nothing that great out here today.
Skyrim. That's about
If you like Total War, yeah, Skyrim Legendary Edition for $13, or the standard version for $5. I don't really see anything else as much. Never mind. Shadow of Mordor. Sorry, I did not see that. Did not see that the first time. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor is $24.99. That's a great game. Don't have it.
I can't get
Go
into
pick it up. It's a great game. If you like Lord of the Rings, if you like being able to experience nice graphics in open world settings, while also having a quest system,
I'm just gonna lose all my
perfect.
Steam.
It's great hack and slash.
I just joined a really cool network online called Backstabber. It's to play diplomacy internationally. Yeah, go ahead, be silent because no one knows what diplomacy is.
No.
It's an excellent game. It's an excellent game that requires you to actually be a world leader yourself and to communicate with people. The gameplay is very simple. The human interaction, that's what makes the game exciting. And I know that's not for a lot of people. Everybody likes the quick shooter kind of thing. But if you're
That does not sound fun to me.
I know, it doesn't sound
If
fun
you're
to
into
a
the
lot of people.
Illuminati, go ahead and get that game.
Actually.
Right? Go ahead and throw it up, right? Go ahead and throw it up. Throw it up.
Throw
So
it
we can get some
right
punches.
here. That's what I'm gonna throw up.
That's right. We can't see it, Matt, because you're on that
Good,
southern
good.
network.
That means
so.
I'm
What's that?
still gonna be able to get a girlfriend.
What's that from Halo? The little legendary thing?
You know it.
Oh man, that's
You know it,
badass.
son. Dude, and that's from
my bad.
Halo C, my friend.
Yes,
Halo's
I saw that. I was
none of
like,
that other whatever. ODST. Actually, ODST was a really cool.
So don't forget, guys. You go ahead and like and subscribe to Chill Tech. We're sponsored by the Illuminati, keeping the world more
Actually,
in our grasp every day at a time. I don't know.
don't mean to cut you off, but actually, WWE is on sale. 2K15.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
WWE.
I hate WWE, the show, but the game's
2K15, fine. No, those wrestling games are so bad. They're so
That's like
bad.
fishing. That's like those fishing games. Like people actually pay money to get a game where you sit in a
right?
boat.
No,
and catch
better yet.
fish.
Remember hunting?
Yeah, I do.
Remember those
That's
hunting games you
sad
had?
that I do.
I used to have
Right?
a little shotgun.
I saw it at Walmart.
I remember that.
That was so bad.
Dude, Duck Hunt
That
though.
was so bad.
Oh, man.
Shout out to the
Duck Hunt was
original
tight.
Nintendo.
But
Dude, that
but buying a
dog-
game where
that
you
dog-
shoot deer.
Shout out to the real gangsters that played Duck Hunt.
Totally, man.
Supposed to be my homies.
All right.
I'd kill that dog if I saw him in the street. If I saw that little like 8-bit dog, pop his head up over a bush and laugh at me. One more time, dog. Laugh at me one more time. See
as soon as
what
this
happens.
podcast is over, what's that one animal company or foundation that takes care of people that...
World Wildlife Fund, WWF?
No. They used to pour blood. They used to pour blood on people. No, they pour blood on people. PETA. PETA's going to be at his door after the podcast.
Oh, let him, dude. Let him. Look, I'm going to go on the record right now. If you're a vegan, you're the same as a homeopath, man. If you believe in homeopathy, you're probably a vegan. If you're a vegan, go to Westboro Baptist Church. Y'all are in the same category to me. The dumbest alive.
Oh, man.
We're not gonna use... No, I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to hate here, but like, we're not gonna use animal products. Then kill yourself, man, because the entirety of the human civilization uses animal products. That's like, we've done that for 2 million years. Like, why would we stop now? I don't know. My view. Vegans, come at me.
As a Christian, I'm gonna say it only been around for like 6,000 years ago. Anyway,
he doesn't represent. He doesn't represent me in any way whatsoever.
Right. That is his own entity. That is classic.
His opinion doesn't represent the views of Chosek.
Javon, you're 6,000 years. 2 words. The moon. Go ahead.
Why haven't we ever been back to the moon?
Because we never went. And
now the CIA is going to come to our house.
I know, right? Gosh, you're about to get us killed, man. Thanks a lot.
Damn,
all right, so who's seen the new Black Ops trailer? Both of the Black Ops trailers.
I only saw one. There's 2.
Yeah, there was 2. There was one with the guy. They're going over like all the different what was it? Like the medical advancements and stuff.
Yeah. That's the one I saw. I saw like a basketball player
that's the best
have like
one.
contact lens.
That's the best one.
Yo, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
But all I gotta say is Soap McTavish. Begins and ends. That's it, man.
Like honestly, I don't care. I wanna live a life where I can see like everyone swapping out body parts and like competing in the NFL with like Android limbs and like that's so cool. That was so cool.
Nah.
Look, I'm not saying I disagree with you. And look, I used to rock climb a lot. I work out a lot. I would love to get new joints because I hurt, like, as I get older, like my shoulders, my elbows. I get that. But the idea of killing machines that never sleep and can't die, that's not the world that I want my niece to grow up in. Like, if you want to kill people, like, take a sword and go do it. Like, the idea of, like, robot killing machines, like bringing democracy to the world. Nah, that's scary.
Or man fusing with machine. I don't like that idea at all.
I'm into that. I'm into that if we all get it. If everybody gets it. If like only America gets to be cyborg, that's BS. Like technology needs to be for everyone. Like,
but it's not. It's never like that. You know.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that, Carlo. And I can't.
It'll be socially divided. Right. It'll be a social thing. Whether you have money to super Android person, you have to make sure that you are living in that class.
A decade in advance of technology on us, always.
2 words. 2 words. And then now the NSA is going to be after us.
Yeah.
Edward Snowden.
Yes.
Edward Snowden is not alone. He's not the only one. There are people with heart. I have faith in the fact that when you try to suppress a fire, it blows up bigger. So when these monsters try to make super soldiers, when they try to tell us how to live our lives, when they try to take away our freedom, some little 15-year-old out there in his basement is going to figure it out, and he's going to do things that I'm not allowed to say because we're trying to get that parent rating or whatever. But no, I have faith in the ability that whenever you try to suppress a thought, it becomes stronger, not weaker.
Yep.
So I really do hope I hope it's an Elysium situation. That someone takes the evil into their body to give the good to everybody else. And maybe that's me being a stupid optimist. Maybe it's the Irish water speaking. The glass is an illusion, man.
You know what? I agree with you in a lot of ways on that. So without getting into super detail, but I do agree with you in a lot of ways.
How did we go off from Call of Duty?
No, but see, this
because that's what we do at Chilltech.
I'm gonna make this argument for Call of Duty. A lot of people talk about it being like super violent and a little bit like xenophobic, or it hates on Muslims, or it hates on whatever culture. But the fact of the matter is that for a silly first-person shooter, I've never seen a game inspire so much discussion amongst people that would never have a political discussion. And I've sat in rooms with people that are hanging out with certain pieces of glass, right? And these morons would never talk politics. They would never talk about humanism or anything important. But then we play like 2 games of Call of Duty, and then one of these idiots, one of these dude wears my car kind of guys. Yeah, dude. One of them rolls back and he's like, "Bro, it's not cool, man. Like robot people killing people, it's not cool, bro." And then you're like, "Well, I think it's this." And then 3 hours later, you logged out of the first-person shooter, and you're like talking about some legit stuff, like, and it's all because of a video game. And I know, like, that not everyone does that, but I do think that video games have the power to really make people think about stuff if they're scary enough. And like dropping it back to Modern Warfare 2, I think it's Modern Warfare 2. It might be number 4 before they went to Modern Warfare. But when the dude gets executed, like when you drive in the car, and you're sitting there, dude, that moment, I know everybody talks about the airport scene because it's so barbaric, but having that dude point a 357 at your forehead and then the game starts, like starting the game with an execution, like people can call that barbaric, but for me, it opened up a bunch of conversations that would never normally happen. Somebody's popular.
Well said.
I agree. I totally agree.
Well said.
Totally agree. And my tablet is going off like like.
Well, everything's going off. We're all getting hit here.
We're getting cyber attacked.
I know. What's attacking me? Help! Someone help! All right.
I wish the NSA would go to our view count. Unfortunately, though, because like they're all like so backdoor, we don't get a view count. There could be like 9 people at NSA watching this right now.
Hey, NSA.
We're not gonna get any bump up. We're not gonna get any bump up in our views.
I support Obama.
I know.
It's like,
oh, that's right. That's gonna help.
That's not gonna help us. Unfortunately, that won't help us.
I support whoever's in charge, but I don't want to know.
All right. Where we on to Counter-Strike. Actually, no wait.
What?
Yeah.
What is it? What is this? 2009? Nah.
Dude, I like Counter-Strike, man.
I love Counter-Strike. I just feel like the day is done, man.
Nah.
Dude, Carlo,
but why is Counter-Strike popular again?
When we do Chill Tech Airsoft, you guys got to come out and see how much it's like the video games that we play. It's so much more.
I used to go paintballing, man. I know.
Dude, I used to play paintball since I was 14. I went airsofting once. I haven't been back to the paintball field.
Yeah, like, I used to do it in my neighborhood with Javon. We used to like shoot people up. We used to go on drive-bys.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's where I learned too, man. It was the Irish cops.
Shush!
I just dry.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
No, but I am gonna tease that in the future. We are gonna do a Chill Tech Airsoft game, and we're gonna go out there with GoPros so everyone can enjoy me lighting Javon up like a Christmas tree. Oh my God!
You will not even find me. You won't find me. I'll call in a care package. It's done.
I'm gonna have to
try to tell you
10 times. I'm gonna have to shoot 10 times for every one time because my pale skin is gonna show it. But I'm gonna have to like hammer you with 100 BBs just to get one little bruise on you, man.
I still know how to make a ghillie suit, so
I'm about to
just camouflage. All right. What's next on the agenda?
So, in Counter-Strike.
We are jumping. Nah, let's skip Counter-Strike.
Let's skip Counter-Strike, man, because everyone's talking about it again.
No, something happened on Reddit or Facebook, and people were talking about it for 5 minutes. Yeah, like, Carlo and I are fans of Counter-Strike, and we're not talking about it. I want to know what is the most active computer FPS game for Linux?
Is there a active computer game for Linux?
There are, but they're not.
Yeah,
big.
that is.
No, there definitely are. Look,
what is it? The first Doom?
Counter-Strike.
Is it the first Doom?
That's so funny because someone just posted a really cool report on Doom. They went into the actual code of Doom and they took out the random number generator and they put in a regular number to see like how it would affect the game. I'll bump the link if I can find it. But it changed like really weird things about the game, and that just brings home something that's really cool about Linux in and of itself is that you get to play with stuff like that. If you really want to do it, you can go into something like Age of Empires and make the arrows shoot across the entire map, or you can make the horses die every 30 seconds, something stupid like that, which a lot of closed source games you don't get to. Not that you'd ever want to, but I do gotta say that in the FOSS world, the free open source software world, it's more about real-time strategy and arcade games than it is about first-person shooters. And the number one, which I got a shout-out to, is Zero AD. Hands down, the best open source game. It gives Age of Empires a run for its money. It is beautiful graphics, like excellent gameplay, completely customizable, and it's an awesome game if you like real-time strategy. But I can't think of a first-person shooter on Linux. I'm sure they're there, but I can't think of one.
Besides Counter-Strike?
I never played any games on Linux, so...
Is Counter-Strike legit? Is Counter-Strike legit Linux, or is just someone made an engine
it's
that works?
Legit Linux through Steam. Legit. You install Steam, you play Counter-Strike.
On a Linux box, basically. Like
on
without,
a Linux, on any...
Like without wine or any of that silliness.
Yeah, without all that silliness. Like wine
emulator.
Yeah, none of that stuff. It's native.
That's pretty cool. But I'm just not into FPS anymore.
See, the last time I played Counter-Strike was on 360. They had a little arcade version. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep, that's the one I had.
No, it's all Half-Life for me, man. When I was on the computer, when Halo came out, I went out and bought an Xbox. I hid it under my bed because my parents wouldn't let me have one.
There's a new Half-Life coming out.
Oh yeah, I've heard that story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Well,
Yeah.
how much is Gabe paying you, Carlo? How much is Gabe paying you to lie to my face?
It's not. I'm not
There will
lying.
never be another Half-Life.
Look it up.
Half-Life and
Did you guys
Jesus
saw the
are hanging out in the same place. They're never coming back.
Oh my god!
Jesus is playing Half-Life 3 in a place that's never coming to Earth.
That is horrible. That is
honestly,
horrible.
no. Jesus is gonna come back before Half-Life does.
Oh.
I
agree with that.
I agree with that statement too. So no, but we have a comment here from one of our viewers.
Shut up.
And
Someone's
they said,
watching? No way.
Yeah, man. We had up to 5 people watching at one point.
Oh man, I thought it was just chilling.
Yeah. So
I'm down with it.
do you guys see Apple imitating Google Fi?
Yes.
With what? How? With how? Wait, how?
They will buy somebody out. And
Apple will never be an MVNO, dude. Never. It's beneath them. They would never jump on somebody else's bandwagon, and they should. They absolutely should, but they won't do it because they got that whole zeitgeist going on there that we are the leader. We're the bleeding edge. They can't do it. They can't get their hands dirty like that, man. My view. Obviously, it's just an opinion, but how would they?
I understand your point of view, but given their recent track record over the last 3 years of them kind of doing whatever Google does in terms of Android, in terms of phone sizes and features and things like that, I don't put it past Apple to do something. Maybe they team up with something bigger. Maybe they go Apple, Verizon.
That's what I was thinking. They'll probably team up with someone way bigger.
But they can't.
Not do it the way Google did it, but just partner with somebody. Just
partner with somebody just to say they did. You know
not even buy them out. Just partner with them.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Look. What Google's doing right now is they're dropping change in that poor dude's cup. Like right now, they're walking around the town and they see that dude sitting on the side with his little cup, and they're dropping change into it. Verizon is the guy rolling around in the Bentley. Apple's not going to walk up and knock on the window and put change in the Bentley. Like Verizon has no reason to help MVNOs whatsoever or anyone with a low network. Their networks are full. They've got a ton of users and subscribers. So I'm not saying Apple can't do it, but Apple's going to have to get down and dirty with the smaller companies. And they've never done that. And I got to say, they'll never do that. Like Apple's they're above it, which is part of why I hate them. Which is unfair. That's me being biased, and I admit that. But like, still, I don't see them doing it. Like, where would they go? Like, what would they offer? What would they call it? Apple Y? Like
Apple Fee.
Apple Y.
They could call it free. They're probably going to charge you like $300 to use Apple Wi-Fi.
Right?
Which feels better. Like you can feel the Wi-Fi waves on your skin.
And it's not radiation.
And it'll only work on the iPhone 7 Plus.
Which, of course, is going to be like this big.
Google can do it. Apple can do it better.
Nah.
Oh, see, no.
And here's the fallacy. But no. This is not being a sycophant, though. But look, Apple makes a product, and they think about selling it in South Africa. They think about selling it in Italy, Japan, wherever. Verizon and Apple have something in common. They only have one market. The only market that matters. It's North America. And no one else.
And
China is doing that right now.
No,
because
China is Xiaomi. Xiaomi owns China. Xiaomi's the new Apple.
You said Yao Ming?
I thought he retired.
Xiaomi.
I thought you said Yao Ming. I was like, he owns China?
No, Xiaomi.
Apple's popular in China because it's like a fad thing. It's cool to have an Apple, but when it comes down to the actual hardware, the Chinese are so much smarter than us in terms of technology, and they're not going to fall for that for more than a couple years. Like the fact that you get people standing in line to buy Apple products just shows you more than anything else how dumb we are as Americans. Like our money, we just throw it.
Dumb. Come on.
Oh, dude, it's so expensive for nothing, man. You have Carlo, you have an Apple product right now, right? How does it feel? How does it feel knowing that you paid a minimum of 300% more than what it's worth?
I feel privileged.
Exactly. It's privilege. Apple sells privilege. Apple sells quality. Apple sells the ability.
Hey, if I want to feel good about myself, let me do that.
Hey, and you know what? Feel free. But I'm going to use the device that I can carry into any country and it still works. You know? I'm going to use the device.
Actually, I do, but
I'm going to use the device that when it gets jacked from my car, I'm like, God damn it, that's another $200 I have to spend. Not like, oh my God, I just lost my nest egg. There goes everything that I invested in because my iPad just walked away. I don't know, man. Apple's high end. They're classy. They are the definition of bougie.
Or high class hookers.
And as any man that pays for loving will tell you, it's not really worth it to pay top dollar. Not that I know.
That's true.
What are you saying? That's true, Joe?
I was just saying that's true. You make a valid. I don't. You make a valid point.
What it comes down to is like you want to get the girl to come home and play video games with you, right? Do you want to spend $100 at the bar, or do you want to spend $20 at the bar? When the goal is the same, when you're trying to get to the same place, does it really make sense to pay more to get there? Like, and that's my view on Apple. Otherwise, I'd have an iPhone.
Hey, sometimes I just like to ride in style, you know.
I get that. I get what's called quote unquote hip hop culture. You know,
Big
gluing diamonds to your teeth is the same as buying the newest Apple product. It impresses everybody. Everybody is so impressed.
What was that one dating site commercial that says all Apple people have more sex than Android users? Do you remember that? You remember that commercial?
I remember. I remember that. But it's
I don't, but I'm just gonna say anecdotally, that's BS.
That's true.
But,
that's true.
Cause remember the guy. Well, I mean, I guess you. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna say it because we're gonna lose everything on our show.
We are so off map right now that it's ridiculous.
Right. Getting back on topic here. All right.
That's what happens when it's us three.
Avengers.
Launches.
All right. Can I be the hater? Not that I've ever been the hater on this show ever, but how many times you gonna save the world before people feel like you're taking advantage of them? Be like, oh, we're going to destroy New York City because there's giant aliens in the sky, guys.
I think people just need to evacuate New York City.
Totally. Like, get out, right?
Like, why
it's not worth it.
Honestly, the worst place to live in the world is New York or Las Vegas. Anywhere. Because, like,
no, I'm going to go ahead and say it's everywhere that doesn't have running water. But, I mean, yeah, go ahead, right? Whatever.
Think about it. You have the Death of Tomorrow. You have... what movie was Independence Day? Yeah,
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Everywhere, like World War Z. Everything happens ground zero in New York, man. It's like the worst place to be. I hate New York.
Okay, jumping on the topic though of the superheroes. I just want to. I've been thinking about this today while we were talking about it earlier, Javon. Is that you look at the Marvel universe. Every Marvel movie is like, the world's gonna end. What are we gonna do about it? You jump over to the DC side, accepting Superman, but you look at like Batman. It's all about Gotham.
Because Batman can't do anything.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Oh, that's not true. That's not
what.
True.
No, but look, that's
he
what
could.
This is what is appealing about Batman, is that at the end of the day, he's a dude that is rich and smart. He can't win every battle, but he can think about it and figure it out. You have the Avengers, you have a god. You have a literal god, okay? You have a robot man, okay? You have a gorgeous Russian girl that apparently can't die, and a dude with a bow and arrow.
That's pretty badass.
Like that. What can defeat them? Apparently another god can't do it. Invading alien from across the galaxy can't do it. So like at some point, whatever. But then you look at Spider-Man and you look at Batman. They can be beaten. They can have the spit kicked out of them, and they figure out a way to come back. And their girlfriends seem like they are a lot more willing to do crazy stuff than all the other guys' girlfriends are. Because I mean,
Spider-Man is technically the Avenger though.
I know. I know he's in the Marvel Universe too, but I think that having a city that you defend is so much more logical and extendable than having some like world-threatening crisis. It's just gonna get old every time you have some new enemy.
He's gonna be part of that whole world-threatening crisis thing.
God, I hope not. I really hope.
By the way, I know this is super off topic. But I got a comment from. Sorry. I got a comment from one of our commenters that said, my answer for what I can do to make sure the Earth is green is to buy NVIDIA graphics cards over ATI because they're green.
Oh my God, Central African Republic. Just gonna drop that there. Here's what it comes to. Here's what it comes down to. If you have a smartphone, you have in some way funded terrorism, hands down.
Terrorism.
Completely, and I don't mean Fox TV calling someone who's a Muslim terrorist. I mean, if you have a smartphone, you have literally funded gangs that murder, rape, and pillage, and that's a reality that we all just got to get comfortable with. Because I'm not giving up my phone. Like, and I know no one else.
Just been blown.
No, dude. The sad part is, no, but that's just about technology. If you want the best, you have to deal with the worst. You know, and it'll be cool.
Thousands of children working in China. I mean, it's politics about it, but shouldn't get into it right now.
Yeah. I know, right?
I love my phone. So, I don't want to think about that.
So back on topic. Go back to the Avengers.
Yes, back to the movie.
Iceberg. This is the iceberg of movies to come from the Avengers. They're gonna start off Phase 2 this year with.
No, they're gonna finish Phase 2.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. They're gonna finish Phase 2 off with Ant-Man, and then they're gonna start next year's Phase 3 with Captain America. And the arch nemesis of Captain America. Yeah, Civil War thing. Everyone, if you know the comics, you know it's going to be an awesome piece. I love this. Is one of my favorite pieces of the Marvel Universe.
So what, is Captain America going to go like into the future and then jump in a time machine that goes to the past and then like ends up in the present?
He's gonna not that Civil War, you douche. But he's gonna fight He's gonna fight Iron Man. They're not gonna see eye to eye. They're gonna go because it's supposed to be a mutant registration where if you have any type of powers and you're not a rich human being.
Fully aware of the bicameral house of mutants here, buddy.
Yeah.
What I want to know is when do I get my Bishop movie? That's what I want to know. When do I get Bishop?
Nah, Black Panther's coming out
Xbox. Mm-hmm. Because X-Men are still with Fox and they're not doing the whole Marvel thing still.
I don't care about Marvel. I don't care about superhero movies until I get my one-eyed 6'6" mutant killer that travels through time, man. Where is Bishop? Like if we're gonna see a badass movie, an R-rated superhero movie, finally, like a serious one, it's got to be Bishop, dude, hands down. What's his what's the enemy of Bishop called? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting this dude.
The
long hair.
X-Men.
No. He's got long hair. He's got two powers. He can either absorb you into himself, or he can embody you. Oh my god, what is his name?
I don't remember his name.
Hold on, Google's gonna save me here.
Who saves everyone?
Is he the Egyptian guy?
Say what?
No, the Egyptian guy's Apocalypse, so no.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I don't remember his name. I have Bishop 1 through 5, I think. The original, when they split Bishop off into his own, like he actually got his own. I had those things in it, man. Right? This was before that. This was actually when they were trying to like figure out a way to like reinvigorate the Marvel world, or it was right after the first Civil War kind of thing between the Marvel characters. Bishop is part of XSE, and he gets caught in like some stupid time warp trying to catch someone, and comes back to Marvel before Gambit goes over to the other side, before Morph gets killed, before all that happens, and he tells them about this stuff, and they don't believe him. It was really weird, like kind of loop back story. And I'm failing on the internet in front of everyone right now.
It's okay, no pressure.
It's okay. I've never failed on the internet before.
That's what she said.
Boosh! Go to Wikipedia. Stand by. Yeah, talk about something. Do something.
Alright, but yeah, they're making the Black Panther movie. I'm excited for that.
And I assume you're not talking about the 70s pseudo-terrorist organization here.
No. No, I'm not. What else are they making? They're making the third Avengers movie, Infinity War.
Yeah. So before the Infinity War start, you gotta get the premise of everything. So you have to get the whole Doctor Strange stuff. Movie. Well, you mean DC's version of Superman?
No, she's a chick.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Not a chick. It's not a chick. It's a dude.
It's a blonde chick.
Captain Marvel is no, my bad. I'm thinking Captain DC. My bad. I'm thinking, but I still think Captain Marvel's a dude.
No, Captain Marvel's a girl.
It's a chick. Oh wow.
They haven't casted her yet too.
So I'm thinking, you know what I mixed up Captain Marvel from DC, the guy that has the magic powers of but the magic equivalent of Superman. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Captain Marvel, or is AKA Shazam.
Okay, all right. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I messed that up.
I guess they haven't casted. They haven't casted Captain Marvel yet. I wonder who it's going to be.
The same woman who plays Wonder Woman.
No, I say they do. What's her name? Kim Kardashian. Just dye her hair blonde.
This guy. She can't act. She's good. She looks good, but she can't act.
Hey, she was in a movie.
So Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's gonna be dope.
I can't. This is gonna kill me. I can't figure this out. It's either
Fitzroy. Figure it out.
Yeah, right. You guys don't even care. You're just finally getting the chance to not deal with me yelling at the camera. Whatever. Bishop's got this awesome digital buddy shard. It's like his sister that died, but he's got a little containment unit, like where he gets to bring her around.
Hey,
it's beautiful.
Check the chat.
Yeah, I'm checking. I know how to computer, bro.
Do you even computer, bro?
This is what I get. This is what I get for being I'm in a hotel right now. The Wi-Fi here is just balls. Is balls PG-13? Can I say that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, footballs, soccer balls, baseball. So.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about.
Golf balls.
Right.
Not golf that. Balls, no. I got limits, bro.
They're making a Thor movie. What else?
This is none of them. This is an awesome list of enemies.
How are they gonna tie Guardians of the Galaxy into Phase 3?
Right. I wonder if they're gonna bring them to Earth. Like, you think they bring them to Earth and then have someone from the normal Avengers people meet them?
Yeah.
Like maybe
I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was so good. It was really.
Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy? It was a good movie. But have you seen the comic strip for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In the comics, they helped out some.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Who was it?
Mountjoy. Mountjoy is hands down the scariest character. Like he takes over all the X-Men.
I thought you said
the X-Men got Almond Joy. The greatest enemy of humankind.
He kills everyone with a coconut allergy.
Coconut. Well done, sir. You just won the internet if you want it. Like,
thank you. I can take a title from you.
I wouldn't take it though. I mean, the internet is like
it's a very raunchy place.
It can be. Definitely can be. All right, now that I can think again, Mountjoy. God, he's so scary. I'm gonna find those comics, and then I'm gonna break. Marvel's gonna sue me, but I'm gonna show each frame on the next podcast, like every single one, with enough time for you to scream.
Oh, we're gonna get hit with a copyright.
Dude, no publicity is bad publicity. It'll be cool.
We're gonna have to go to another website.
What you sipping on over there, Javon?
Sipping on that lean.
Water. On that water.
That Holy Ghost.
That was some scary water, my friend. I've drank some dirty water in my time, and whatever color that was, I don't trust it.
I'll put a little seltzer in there. Some Molly.
Seltzer. This podcast brought to you by Vintage Seltzer. We've done nothing to support this podcast. Vintage Seltzer.
Vintage Seltzer.
All right, guys. What's next on the?
You know what's next is it's goodbye.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what's next.
I think today was a perfect example of how internet can throw off an entire rundown because we are not in sync here. I'm getting Matt like almost 3 seconds later. I get you like a second earlier. I don't know how that happens, Carlo. And then I can hear myself back in the chat.
You guys both look like unfriended to me. Like that stupid movie coming out. Like it's totally it's been unfriended. I've been waiting to see one of you dead on the screen like 10 seconds later because it's been like crazy pixelated the entire time. Oh, that was don't do that. It's all Ring. Y'all getting on the Ring now, man. Which is still the scariest.
What you call it? This is a product of Grant not being here.
I know, right?
Where is he? I miss Grant. I hope he's not like duct taped to a chair somewhere, and someone's like every time they.
So I think
the lotion puts itself on the skin.
we have to say Grant. He's probably kid up with some like Apple loving guy who like can't stand the things that he says about Apple. So we have to go save him. Some guy has
we know Grant's not at a bar. Definitely not at a bar.
True. He's not at a bar. He can't be in a bar.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he's not at some girl's house.
Oh, man.
Look, here's the thing. Boom, boom, if Grant is out making a Vine right now, I happen to know that Vine is like 7 seconds. So
he's making a lot.
What is he doing? Like, where is he?
He has to edit. He has to do all of that.
Dude, he's like doing a 9-part Vine right now, and it's called "Why I Hate Chill Tech."
Let's see if we can call Grant here on the phone.
Oh no, call him on the phone, dude. No, *667 him or something, so he doesn't know it's you calling him.
Let's do like a.
I gotta cover up the number.
No, show it. You had it on the screen. Yeah. Look at that.
There you go. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded.
No love. No love.
Dang. I don't know. I'm worried, man. I'm worried.
If you really want to burn Grant, put his phone number up on the internet, which actually I think you just did. I think you just literally.
No, I blocked it off. I blocked it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You know what? I'm just glad it wasn't my phone number.
Go leave a bad comment on one of his vines and see if he calls you back.
All right.
So I don't want to call out the smart guys. I don't want to call out the smart guys here, but they said that Grant made a R-word Vine. I didn't get a chance to watch it. What were they talking about though? Did he do something offensive?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it myself.
Well, let's do that. Hey, we got 5 minutes left. Let's find that Vine, watch it, and decide for ourselves. I feel like we're adults here. Right. Okay, you have a link to his Hoobie Hoobity Whitey?
His Vines?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. It's so easy to find. I'm just typing Grant the Fox.
It's like a GIF with sound. Right? That's what Vine is?
Let's see.
Grant.
It says it was racist.
They did. They came out and just flat out said he made a racist Vine, which I thought was
How a kid gathers his thoughts.
Grant's a racist?
I know. Hard to believe. Hey, Javon, bump it. Do screen share, man.
I'm about to. I'm going to see if I can find it first.
Seriously, though, Carlo, thank you. That would have given me an aneurysm. Mountjoy, thank you.
No problem.
Oh, my God, it was killing me.
I'm about to go ahead and do it now. Where is the share screen?
I have you selected as the only screen to see.
Alright. See if I can
Shots fired, Grant. Shots fired.
Alright. I'm going to take my headphones out so you can
hear it.
Siri's
always getting me in trouble. That's good.
Googling where to buy black slaves. Googling where to buy black slaves.
Hey Siri, where can I buy black shades?
Googling where to buy black slaves.
Alright, we can kill the screen share.
I can't even see.
Let's talk about this real quick. First of all, that is hilarious.
That was the best
vine I have ever seen.
Second of all, we just lost our suitable for thing.
We lost what?
No, but it's not.
Safe for work. Safe for work. We're not no longer.
Do we? This is black slaves. Oh, he said.
No, because he's looking for black shades, right? Like he's looking for sunglasses or something for his windows, and Siri makes a mistake. Just so happens to be that some people of color are walking by on a dark street at night while a little white boy's doing something stupid. That is
coincidence.
That is topical. That is
apple for you.
The visual is good, and it shows no violence or anything. It's just the implication of a mistake. Like, that is beautiful. Smart guys, I gotta call you out here. Just because someone says black and slave, that doesn't equal racist. Like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't, man. Like, that was genius.
Unless
you guys know how I feel about slave.
I don't know, guys. It's a little touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject, but what was offensive about the video?
Black slaves.
I don't see
just using the term. So, when you go to history class and it says, in 1825, a slave ship, are you like, excuse me, I'm not going to put up with it? And you, walk out of the class,
man?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I'm like, man, that's racist. You can't say that.
This is why I drink Kool-Aid.
That's right. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Nah, I'm playing. I don't care.
So we got literally 56 seconds left. I want to tease the next episode, and I'm kind of just gonna force it on you here, Javon. The next episode we are talking about. Let me pull it up real quick, and then
I'll find the right one for you.
Yeah,
that's like matchmaker.
We're just gonna literally read Cosmo. We're gonna read an entire Cosmo magazine
and horoscopes.
Oh, he killed it! You erased. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so stay tuned for next Chill Tech podcast where we talk about smart and interconnected homes powered by Google, Apple, Microsoft, and a host of other companies. Also, we're gonna talk about internet flame wars and the rise of social justice online, and the idea that we can fix the world by making a comment on Facebook. It's going to be exciting. No one has ever fixed anything by commenting on a YouTube video.
Right? I was like, what?
I'm sorry.
I had a pretty good YouTube comment.
I'm sorry, World Star.
World Star,
right?
I've seen some offensive stuff in my time, and World Star Hip Hop is.
It's got to be the most out there.
Oh my God, it's so entertaining, and I always feel dirty after watching it. I just feel like I'm a bad person. I don't dump my cash after. Go ahead. You sounded like you were about to say something you might regret.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how I literally feel about World Star. World Star to me is the worst thing on the internet. It's funny on some things that they copy from YouTube. Those things are funny. But some of the fights and the ratchetness and the thoughty things that I've seen is really
it's so funny to me, man.
No, I've watched so many young ladies make mistakes online, and none of that compares to how I feel after 5 minutes of World Star Hip Hop. I'm just oh my God, such a bad person.
I feel like a bad black person. I feel like a really bad black person watching World Star Hip Hop.
It's like you watch World Star and then you look over your shoulder to make sure a cop didn't see you do it because you know he's just gonna shoot you.
Yeah,
like
right?
he's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna shoot you.
All right.
You watch World Star Hip Hop and Martin Luther King like
slowly
like a
backing away from his computer.
World Star Hip Hop.
No, but next time. So next week we're gonna be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly on the internet. We're gonna talk about I want to talk about startups and what that word even means, and we're gonna talk about the Internet of Stuff, which is
Can we talk about Grubhub?
We should.
Grubhub?
I love Grubhub.
We should Grubhub.
Speaking of, I'm gonna make a shout out right now, which I don't normally do, but I was just at a really excellent cafe in Richmond. If one of our 2 viewers is in Richmond, Bamboo Cafe, absolutely amazing, incredible Kool-Aid distributors, as well as a really good cook, excellent service, and like no, it's just a really good place. And Richmond, I was bagging on it before, but Richmond's actually a really cool town with a lot of really open-minded people. It's just there's also a lot of, I don't mean to kill our rating here, but they're dickheads, hands down. Like and that's every city that you go to. But like, I'm here, so that's what I see. I think we're good, right? Javon, you've already checked out, man. He's already on Google Plus, like.
Yo, man, look, I gotta tell you, man, today's podcast was interesting. I felt like it's not our normal level of quality that we usually do, but this is karma for this comments. This is karma for the things that I said in our ShieldTech chat this week. So this is what I get.
Nah, man, this podcast was good. This is probably the most interesting one. We're gonna get so much hate for this one, and hate is a good thing.
Yeah. I love hate because hate gets more views.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Yeah, right. Let it out in the comment section below.
Because we don't care.
So no, but let's go ahead and burn this off here.
But like, Carlo's the new Phil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you and I are clearly the biggest nerds here, but Phil was always like keeping up neck and neck, but now he's kind of like falling behind, and Carlo's like speeding up a little bit. Carlo, you're the T-Mobile of ShieldTech.
Hey.
Congratulations, Carlo.
We made it.
Javon,
we made it.
Between you and me, who's AT&T and who's Verizon? That's what we should do actually the next podcast, to decide which telco we are. Like which character?
Dude, I'm using that.
I'm AT&T. I'm AT&T.
Granted,
I'm good old-fashioned, reliable GSM, and I'm wide enough coverage, but just AT&T.
And you also
hear me
I'm what's up at. What's up at?
Your WhatsApp?
No, he's what's up at, which is the Indonesian ripoff of WhatsApp.
So true. That is so true. Oh man.
Gosh.
All right, Javon, sing us home, man.
All right, yo. I gotta tell you guys, this has been a great show. I appreciate everyone for watching live. All the people that did. Want to give a shout out to Christian Moore for watching our podcast. Also Nathan Smith. Give a shout out to you too for leaving comments. Also leave a shout out to Javon LeBlanc with the comment there. So that's me. No, but
shout out yourself on a live YouTube that will be repeated later. That's an infinite loop of ego right there, my friend.
Right? Like I said, guys, we are ShieldTech. We do gaming reviews, technology reviews, and information videos.
And apparently politics.
Politics, hey, we do reviews, we do gaming, we do it all, guys. So if you like what you see here, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys can follow ShieldTech at ShieldTech Studios on Twitter. You can also follow me personally, Javon LeBlanc, at google.com /plus Jovan LeBlanc, LeBlanc. Also, on the left of me, we have Carlo Navarro. Where can people find you at, Carlo?
You can find me on Twitter at CarloNav_ or at Instagram at Carlos2331.
All right, and also we have me on the other side. We have Matt. Matt, where can people find you?
ClassicSnoot.tumblr.com. Listen to me while
I recently reactivated my Tumblr.
You what?
Tumblr is awesome, man. I just started using it again.
It can be. It definitely can be, but there's also a lot of BS on Tumblr.
That's true. I don't follow so many people, so I'll
just to
follow
make it clear, yeah, I follow no one, and I have 2 people that follow me, and they're both bots. So super popular.
I love you, Matt. Matt, you're the greatest. All right, guys. like I said, we could give a shout out to Grant and if or rest in peace, either one.
Grant, where are you?
I'm not really sure what to do, but this is for my homies. So but seriously, we miss you guys. And
shout out to Grant, shout out to Phil, shout out to Jamie, shout out to Roz,
shout out to X.
X, always with the X.
Yeah, Keon X,
the smart guys and the smart girl.
Yeah, and
smart girls.
Christina Cooper.
They got one. They got one. I'm calling it smart girl.
Yeah, right. You have smart girl, exactly. We have smart girls.
We have smart girl, and it's a race right now to see who gets to take that S title. Who gets the S on their podcast.
Right.
Also, it's a race to see who gets 10 live viewers the whole.
Right? Which one of us can get 10 live viewers?
That's it. I'm throwing it down. That's the gauntlet for us and smart guys. Who gets 10 live the whole podcast?
The whole podcast. Consistently, right.
And I think we got Jamie in our pocket. I think we're going to be able to pull this one out.
We're going to pull it out. Exactly, man. We have whatever tech guy wants, a white female. All right, so let's laugh off this. And we're going to put Jamie in a bikini next podcast also. Up those ratings.
Oh, God.
Good luck with that one.
All right, we lost our only feminist viewer, I'm sure. So.
How did she even get here? Someone blindfolded her and typed in the URL.
Oh man, and we're like,
oh my God, longest outro ever.
Yeah, right. Oh man, you know what, guys? Hey, check us out, like, subscribe. You know the drill. Yo, we love you guys. All right, guys. Peace.
Hasta luego.
Adios. I mean, bienvenido. Oh man, I'm out.
¿Cómo está?